What if I told you that by 2027, electric sports cars won't just compete with petrol supercars? They'll completely redefine what performance, speed, and driving pleasure actually mean. This isn't the future anymore. This is the revolution. For a very long time, electric sports cars lived under a shadow of doubt. They were surrounded by assumptions, stereotypes, and skepticism from even the most passionate car enthusiasts. To many, the idea of a high-performance sports car without a roaring engine simply felt wrong. People believed electric sports cars were too heavy, weighed down by massive battery packs that would never allow true agility. They said electric power lacked emotion, that without engine noise, there could be no soul, no drama, no connection between the driver and the machine. And above all, there was one argument that dominated every conversation: that electric cars could never replace the raw thrill of a combustion engine screaming at high RPM. For years, these beliefs shaped how electric performance vehicles were perceived. They were seen as experiments, as compromises, as machines built for efficiency, not excitement. But something began to change. Quietly, the electric sports cars of 2025 and 2026 didn't try to win hearts with sound. They let performance speak instead. Instant torque transformed acceleration in a way traditional engines simply could not match. Zero delay, zero hesitation, just immediate, relentless force pushing the car forward. On highways, on racetracks, and in real-world testing, electric performance cars began rewriting expectations. They proved that speed wasn't about noise, it was about response. They showed that control, balance, and precision could matter more than volume. Silence, once seen as a weakness, became a weapon, a new kind of aggression, one that arrived without warning and disappeared just as fast. By the end of 2026, it was clear that electric sports cars were no longer chasing combustion performance. They were redefining it. And that brings us to 2027. Because 2027 is not just the next step in electric evolution. It's the moment where the rules themselves change, where electric sports cars stop being alternatives and start becoming the benchmark. This is a year where performance, design, and technology converge in ways the automotive world has never seen before. Not as an experiment, not as a trend, but as a revolution. For decades, performance was measured by a single number: horsepower. The higher the number, the faster the car was supposed to be. But by 2027, that old measurement begins to lose its meaning. Because electric sports cars are no longer defined by how much power they make. They're defined by how intelligently that power is delivered. At the core of this transformation is a new generation of battery technology. Solid-state batteries, once considered a distant dream, are now stepping closer to reality. They promise higher energy density, meaning more power in a smaller, lighter package. Less weight, more balance, and greater safety under extreme performance conditions. Charging, once one of the biggest weaknesses of electric performance cars, is being re-engineered from the ground up. Ultra-fast charging systems are reducing wait times from hours to mere minutes. But speed alone isn't the breakthrough. Consistency is. Advanced thermal management systems actively regulate battery temperatures during aggressive driving. Whether it's repeated high-speed launches or extended track sessions, performance remains stable lap after lap. But batteries are only half the story. The real magic of 2027 electric sports cars lies in their motors. Compact, high-output electric motors are now being placed with surgical precision. Some cars use dual motors. Others use 3 or even 4. This allows for something combustion engines could never truly master: torque vectoring. Each wheel can receive exactly the amount of power it needs, exactly when it needs it. Entering a corner, power shifts instantly to improve grip. Exiting that corner, acceleration feels effortless, controlled, and brutally fast. The result is handling that feels almost predictive, as if the car understands the road before the driver does. Lightweight materials play a critical role in making this possible. Advanced carbon composites, aerospace-grade alloys, and innovative structural designs reduce mass without sacrificing strength. Every kilogram saved improves acceleration, braking, and cornering. And then there's aerodynamics. Active aerodynamic systems dynamically reshape the car at speed. Wings adjust. Vents open and close. Airflow is guided precisely where it's needed, increasing downforce during aggressive driving and reducing drag on straights. Efficiency and performance are no longer enemies. They are partners. By 2027, engineering is no longer just about building fast cars. It's about building intelligent machines, machines that adapt, respond, and evolve in real time. And this is why electric sports cars are moving beyond horsepower. Because the future of performance isn't louder, it's smarter. When it comes to aesthetics, electric sports cars of 2027 are rewriting the rules entirely. Freed from the constraints of traditional combustion engines, designers are exploring bold new forms, shapes, and proportions. Gone are the days when a long hood or exhaust placement dictated what a sports car should look like. Now, the architecture itself becomes a canvas. Every surface, every line, every curve is purposeful, designed to enhance aerodynamics, improve efficiency, and evoke emotion. Look at the front fascia. Lighting signatures are no longer mere bulbs. They are design elements, sharp, aggressive, and immediately recognizable. The LED patterns are functional, improving visibility while giving the car an unmistakable identity even at night. Side profiles are sculpted to balance beauty with airflow. Every vent, every intaglio, every ridge channels air with precision. Some manufacturers experiment with floating panels and active flaps that move depending on speed, improving downforce when needed and reducing drag when cruising. The rear end is equally revolutionary. Gone is a conventional tail design. Instead, active aero elements, integrated diffusers, and sleek light bars combine function and flair. Even spoilers now communicate, raising and lowering with purpose, respond to speed and driver input. Inside the exterior shell, minimalism rules. Smooth surfaces, hidden sensors, and flush panels dominate the look. This is luxury that feels alive, not cluttered. The car's exterior and interior form a harmonious whole, reflecting the machine's intelligence and purpose. Every 2027 electric sports car communicates something profound. It is not just built to go fast. It is built to inspire, to mesmerize, and to challenge our preconceptions about what a high-performance car can be. By 2027, the landscape of electric sports cars is as diverse as it is exciting. Established performance giants are all in. Porsche continues refining electric precision, blending decades of racing experience with cutting-edge technology. Ferrari, once the epitome of internal combustion emotion, is now embracing electric engineering without compromising its soul. McLaren experiments boldly with weight-saving materials, pushing torque vectoring and active aero to levels never seen before. But the field is no longer limited to these titans. Newcomers are arriving, unbound by tradition. Niche brands, small startups, and even concept-focused laboratories are producing machines that challenge everything we thought possible. Some are hyper-lightweight. Some feature extreme torque distribution, and some experiment with futuristic materials that look almost like science fiction. Performance metrics have shifted. It's no longer about raw horsepower. It's about launch speed, handling precision, battery longevity, thermal consistency, and aerodynamic efficiency. Every element measured, tuned, and optimized. The philosophical divide is equally interesting. Some brands prioritize raw, exhilarating acceleration, producing a visceral thrill in every corner. Others focus on efficiency and sustainability, delivering an almost meditative driving experience that can sustain full power for hours. And the best cars? They manage to combine both philosophies, balancing excitement with intelligence. Watching these contenders side by side, it becomes clear. 2027 is not about a single leader. It is about diversity, innovation, and relentless competition, each car pushing the other to new heights. Step inside a 2027 electric sports car, and the story changes completely. Gone are the cluttered dashboards of the past. Minimalism rules, but minimalism that is intelligent, luxurious, and purposeful. Digital displays stretch across the cockpit, curving to follow the driver's line of sight. Every control is placed intuitively, responding to touch, gesture, and even voice. The cabin is immersive. Ambient lighting adjusts automatically, enhancing focus and comfort without distraction. Seats are sculpted for both comfort and control. Lightweight materials allow them to support extreme lateral forces, while remaining soft enough for extended drives. Sustainable leathers and advanced composites dominate the interior, reminding the driver that performance no longer comes at the expense of responsibility. Connectivity is seamless. Real-time performance metrics, track telemetry, and AI-assisted driving aids are all integrated without cluttering the experience. The cockpit isn't just a control center. It's an extension of the car's intelligence, turning every ride into a dialogue between human and machine. By 2027, interiors are no longer afterthoughts. They are vital instruments of performance and emotion, just as essential as a car's motors, battery, or aerodynamics. The true measure of a 2027 electric sports car lies not on paper, but on the road. Acceleration is instantaneous, torque delivered with perfect timing. 0 to 60? Faster than most combustion supercars ever dreamed. Handling is where the engineering magic truly shines. Torque vectoring and precise suspension adjustments allow the car to carve corners with laser-like accuracy. Even at high speeds, the machine feels planted, confident, and alert. The driver experiences a connection that is visceral, precise, and at times almost telepathic. On racetracks, these cars surprise seasoned drivers. Lap after lap, performance remains consistent. Batteries don't overheat. Motors remain smooth. Active aerodynamics work silently to maintain grip and balance, allowing the driver to push limits safely. Real-world roads tell a similar story. In traffic, the instantaneous torque allows effortless merging. On open highways, energy efficiency lets the driver enjoy extended, thrilling drives without compromise. By the end of each journey, it becomes clear 2027 electric sports cars are not only fast, they are complete driving experiences, marrying emotion, intelligence, and precision like never before. Beyond performance and design, 2027 electric sports cars carry a responsibility. They signal a shift in how society approaches energy, transportation, and environmental impact. Sustainable materials dominate production. Carbon emissions are drastically reduced, not just while driving, but across manufacturing, logistics, and maintenance. Cities are adapting, with faster charging networks, smarter grids, and infrastructure designed to support electric mobility. Autonomous driving systems are increasingly integrated. While enthusiasts will always demand manual control, the coexistence of intelligent systems ensures safety, efficiency, and adaptability in complex traffic environments. The ripple effect touches the entire automotive world. Legacy brands innovate faster. New startups are encouraged. Consumers demand smarter, cleaner, and more responsible vehicles. 2027 is not only the dawn of high-performance electric sports cars. It is the dawn of an automotive culture that values intelligence, sustainability, and ethics alongside thrill and beauty. As we look toward the future, one thing is clear: 2027 electric sports cars are more than machines. They are statements. Statements about technology, ambition, and what the future of driving can be. They challenge what we thought was possible. They inspire engineers, designers, and drivers alike to think differently. Their impact reaches far beyond the road, influencing culture, innovation, and the very way we interact with mobility. Ultimately, their legacy will not be measured in horsepower or lap times alone. It will be measured in the shift they created, in the new standard they set for performance, aesthetics, and sustainability. So as these machines disappear into the horizon, one question remains. When history looks back on 2027, will we see it as the year electric sports cars caught up with tradition, or the year they left it behind entirely? The answer is already on the roads.